Alright everybody, welcome back to another turn of Operation Boomerang. This is going to be turn 3 for the Comintern, July of 1937. I'm aware of no housekeeping to address, so let's jump straight into it with the CCP. We've got 4 to spend. We're going to be spending 3 of it on an infantry. No combat movements, no combats, no non-combat movements. In the placement phase, we will attempt an influence of Beiping and Hopei, spending our last IPP. And we get a roll which hits on a 2 or less. Hey, we got a hit. So Hopei and Beiping have aligned to the CCP. I'll make sure these units get changed over too before passing the file along, but I probably won't right now. And then we'll have a recruit roll, which hits on a 3 or less now with our additional territory. That's also a hit. We'll do another infantry in Shinsi. And then we'll also be upgrading one of these militia with the upgrade sent by the Soviets last calendar turn. Cool. Good turn for the Chinese. We collect 5 and end our turn. Okay. Moving on to the Soviet Union. Go ahead and do our tech roll first. We'll be rolling for jets again, hitting on an 8 or higher. That's a miss. For purchases, we have 8 to spend. We'll be spending 3 of it on lend-leasing a cavalry to the Republicans. We have nothing else to do in the production phase. No combats. So straight into the non-combat movement phase. Oop. Oh no. There we go. Okay. These are gonna stay in Madrid. I was considering moving them away. We've got an infantry in Catalonia moving over to Madrid. We've got a coastal sub in A44 moving to A35. I don't love that. I'm going to keep it where it is in A44. Okay, that'll be all for our Spanish movements, I guess. Got a Soviet coastal sub in M7 moving to M4. Soviet heavy cruiser and destroyer in A28 moving 1, 2, 3 into A23. They do have naval supply through the Mediterranean and using ports from the Republicans. We've got a torpedo boat destroyer using the Northern Passage from A9 to A9 from P1. And that'll be all of our naval movements. We've got 2 infantry from Kalmytskaya moving to North Caucasia. 1 infantry moving from Buryatia to Chita, and that'll be all of our Soviet non-combat movements. Yeah. So with that, we can get into our placement phase. We'll go ahead and roll our recruitment for Mongolia, hitting on a 4 or less. That's a miss. Spain will be hitting on an 8 or less. That's a hit. We'll be recruiting 2 militia. We'll put 1 in Andalusia and the other in Basque. I'm actually going to need to check the rules to verify that I'm allowed to put it in 2 separate territories. If I'm not allowed, then we'll just do an infantry in Madrid. Placement, we'll be placing our cavalry 1, 2, 3, 4 in Catalonia. Passing no submarines. And collect income. We should have an income of 8. Bringing us to 13. Yeah. Okay, with that, we should have everything more or less in place. I'll have to check on that rules confirmation over in Spain. to send things back over to Susu for Japan. So we will leave things there and say best of luck on your next rolls.